The first bite of the steak almost never happened, because the whisper reached him before the knife could touch the meat, and in that single breath, everything he believed about himself froze. Before we go on, if you believe in kindness and second chances, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps stories like this reach hearts that need them. He had come in disguise, a billionaire hidden beneath simple clothes, searching for proof that people treated others fairly when no one important was watching. But life had made him cynical. Years of power had taught him that respect was often bought, not given. The restaurant was warm, crowded, alive with quiet conversations and clinking glasses, yet he felt distant from it all, like an outsider observing a world he no longer trusted. She noticed him the moment he sat down, though not because of who he was, but because of how he carried himself, tired, guarded, almost invisible. Her presence was calm, steady, and kind, the kind of quiet strength that came from surviving things no one could see. When she served the steak, she leaned slightly closer and whispered something so soft it almost disappeared into the noise, but it landed in his chest like a weight he could not ignore. It was not about the food, not about the service, it was about him, about a truth he had buried long ago, a reminder that someone like him had once been seen, once been human. In that moment, the walls he had built over years of success began to crack. He realized that all his tests, all his secret visits to judge others, had been a way to avoid facing himself. She had nothing to gain, no reason to say what she did, and yet she had offered him something priceless, honesty without fear. The steak grew cold in front of him as something warmer returned inside, something he thought he had lost forever. As you listen, tell me in the comments, have you ever had a moment where a stranger changed your perspective completely? By the time he left, he was no longer looking for flaws in others, but for ways to be better himself. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share, because sometimes, a single whisper can change an entire life. The night did not end when he walked out of the restaurant. It followed him home, settled into his thoughts, and refused to let him sleep. For the first time in years, the billionaire felt restless not because of a deal, a loss, or competition, but because of a single quiet moment he could not shake. The whisper replayed in his mind again and again, not as words, but as a feeling, like someone had seen through the layers of wealth, power, and pride, and reached the part of him he had abandoned long ago. His mansion, once a symbol of success, now felt hollow, echoing with silence that no luxury could fill. The next morning, he did something unusual. He canceled every meeting, ignored every call, and returned to the restaurant, not as a test this time, but as a man searching for something real. The place looked different in daylight, less mysterious, more ordinary, yet his heartbeat carried the weight of something extraordinary. He wasn't there to judge anymore. He was there to understand. She was there again, moving through the room with the same quiet grace, but this time, he saw more. He noticed the tiredness behind her calm eyes, the strength in the way she carried herself, and the kindness that didn't fade even when others ignored her. Life had not been easy for her, that much was clear, but she had not let it harden her. And that, more than anything, unsettled him. As days passed, he kept returning. Not every visit included words, but every moment brought clarity. He learned that she worked long hours to support her family, that she had faced judgment and hardship without losing her compassion, and that she treated everyone with dignity, whether they deserved it or not.